We are in Tokyo, the world's biggest city, and in this video we are going on an ultimate Japanese food tour, trying everything from ramen to seafood, Tsukiji Market street food, delicious gyoza dumplings, beef tongue, chicken, the incredible tonkatsu, Japanese perfection made into a cutlet, and some other foods as well. So let's begin. We just arrived in Tokyo, we are very hungry as usual, and this ramen shop is called Tsujita Ginza here in Ginza district, and this is a local famous spot for some delicious and freshly made ramen and tsukumen. There's always a queue here, which is a good sign, it means the ramen is good, but also to speed up your process of entering this restaurant and enjoying the ramen, you need to use this machine on the right. Here you can choose the dish, the ramen that you want, or tsukumen, and then pay for it. This girl will also help you with choosing and paying your dish. Then she will take your tickets, and then you're gonna queue up and wait your turn for a sitting inside this place. Our ramen got prepared just as we were sitting down. This boiling broth, and then of course ramen noodles, and then some pork meat. In one of our ramen there's also soft-boiled egg, the other ones are without, and we ordered special rich broth ramen, and we also ordered rich broth tsukumen. The difference between ramen and tsukumen is that tsukumen comes separated, broth in one bowl and then the noodles in the other, and then you mix them yourself. Anyway, I got this special rich broth ramen and it looks delicious, so let's start. Smelling quite nice, different flavors and smells involved here. Let's start with the noodles. That's that umami taste, quite salty, savory. There's a hint of fish sauce, but other spices as well, and all these ingredients. Let's go with this nice cut of pork. Pork is absolutely gorgeous. This was simmered for a long time with different ingredients and sake, ginger, soy sauce and other spices. Then it was cooled down and then cut into these tasty slices, and it finished in my ramen. Anyway, let's go now with this soft-boiled egg. That very strong savory taste, and this egg was really delicious. I'm gonna go now with this ultimate combo, and I hope my mouth are big enough. Again, that extraordinary taste of ramen noodles and the broth, but then this was just a perfect bite with that egg and pork together. Let's go with another mushroom. Cheers. Good morning from Tokyo. We are at Tsukiji Outer Market, the famous market for its seafood, and also these different food stalls that you can see here around, selling sushi and sashimi, but also other foods. We are here to explore it all. Behind me is a stall selling famous onigiri. These ones look like homemade. There are a couple of fried foods as well, and also some eggs on sale. The seafood smell is quite noticeable and strong even from here. Behind me is this shop selling freshly made sushi, and it's quite popular. The queue is very long, and here they make the sushi on the spot, but also sashimi as well. And these are some very juicy looking, very huge chunks of fish that I can see here being served to these customers. But since this place is quite busy, let's continue and see what else is on offer here. Craft beer and sake sold at this stall here, but I think it's a bit early for me to start drinking sake or beer now, especially on an empty stomach. A couple of stalls here serving some grilled street food, and we have these plastic exhibits that show you how your food should look like when you order it. And this place here has some sushi. They also have some different skewers, and just across them there's this place specializing in Wagyu beef. They have A5 Wagyu beef. They also have some burgers. Very interesting choice so far. The bowls of rice go onto this stone griddle, and then some paper thin cuts of Wagyu beef top them. Some oil spray goes on top, and then they're gonna be finished with some flame. The flame is caramelizing nicely these slices of beef. And across the road, some grilling and flame torching. These prawns are stacked on the grill like a small army. These guys are definitely kings of seafood. They have some extremely huge prawns, lobsters, then king crab legs, which are just immense sized scallops, huge oysters as well, and then some normally sized abalone, nice chunk of squid, and some sizzling scallops.
2,000 yen.
2,000, okay. I ordered that juicy and delicious looking scallop and also eel on a stick. We're gonna enjoy it soon on those plastic crates behind. It's really amazing to watch these guys grill. They're really masters of their trade. They're very quick, they're very organized. And all these huge amounts of ordered seafood, they go out quite quickly. I got seated on the plastic crate and my grilled eel is ready. It's covered in a sweet soy sauce and it really looks nice and juicy. Let's go. Very nice, soft, meaty chunks of eel. Perfect texture. And this sauce is very thick, very sweet. There are also some soft bones inside that can be easily discarded. I will borrow the stick from that eel and let's go with this scallop. Nice fresh scallop with a very strong meaty texture. You do need to chew it a lot. It's not butter soft, but nonetheless not bad. This was a good stop here. Let's continue and see what else we can find here. Conveyor belt sushi restaurant and also fully booked and busy. It's time for some more street food, and those fried sticks with fish cakes looked really delicious, and I went for a fish cake, green onion and squid corn combination. And the second one is fish cake with shrimp and scallop. Let's go with this skewer first. This was surprisingly tasty. The squid, you don't really feel it, nice, soft and moist inside, and then this corn is quite fresh, quite sweet, delicious. Let's go with the next section on it. Nice fried ball made of glass noodles. There's a mild taste of fish in it and also onion, but let's go with this green onion ball as well. Nice and spongy, very juicy. There's a mild taste of fish in it, but overall very, very tasty. Very nice and chunky, delicious looking fish cake. Let's go. Extremely juicy fish cake, and you can see and feel the bits of shrimp inside. Then it has this nice and crunchy skin on the outside. Really beautiful and delicious food. Cheers. My kids went for a jango, the rice dumpling, but I'm going to try the Japanese omelette on a stick. Omelette on a stick, something so convenient and practical that only Japanese could think of it. Let's go. As expected, quite hot, and it started sliding off this stick. It's very dense, very fluffy, very tasty, but also a bit sweet. This is something that I'm not used to it. Other than that, beautiful texture and beautiful taste. Great morning at this very interesting market, which obviously over time has become quite touristy. Nonetheless, this is worth visiting. Very good experience, and also some very good food can be found here. We head now to our next destination to experience some more great local foods. We are in the crazy Shibuya district, full of people, full of tourists, full of these incredible shops and buildings. But let's go and find our next destination. Somewhere behind me should be our next destination, Gyoza Bar. Let's check them out. We got seated at Gyoza Bar in the famous Shibuya district. The place is quite nice, kind of trendy, but also traditional, and the food that they serve is mainly traditional. And the ordering is done through this QR code and then through their website on your phone. And once you hit that submit button, the service is quite quick. We got our appetizers right away, and we also got our drinks. Now we are waiting for our food. Kampai. Our food is here as well, and we got the gyoza dumplings, the famous dumplings. Then we got the beef tongue, which is sliced and then torched right here in front of us. And then there's raw egg, fresh egg on top of it, which you need to spread on these tongue slices. And then we got 5 chunks of this delicious looking Japanese deep fried chicken. Let's start with the gyoza dumplings first. Beautiful gyoza dumpling, very soft, very juicy and tasty. These dumplings are one of the best foods that you can eat, and these were perfectly prepared. Let's try it with a bit of this sauce. Let's go now with a sliced beef tongue. Nice, very thin, has that pleasant chewy texture, and the taste is quite good because of that sauce and the egg. Let's go with this delicious looking fried chicken. beautiful succulent chicken inside, and then outside is batter, so crunchy, so delicious. I mean, this is a proper food. Cheers. One of the best fried chickens that we tried. To cleanse the palate, and then we have one more dish to try. We also got some soft dumplings to try. Again, stuffed with that fine minced pork, but also plenty of scallions and also that tasty juice inside. Incredible. Such an amazing food here at Gyoza Sakaba, the Gyoza Bar, and the gyozas were top notch. They were 10 out of 10, but also all other foods. That fried chicken was out of this world. Tang was quite tasty as well. We really enjoyed it. Kampai. Behind me is Tonkatsu Hasegawa, and this place specializes in the famous Japanese pork cutlet tonkatsu. This is breaded and deep fried pork cutlet, one of the staple foods of Japan, and there are some very nice smells already coming from this place. So let's go in and check them out. We got seated at Tonkatsu Hasegawa. Our sides are already here. Now we are waiting for the main thing, and we got some pickled vegetable. We also got some shredded cabbage that comes with one of the dishes that we ordered. We got some more pickled vegetables like carrot, cucumber and radish, and we also got this seaweed with the soybeans as well. And we didn't make any reservations beforehand, so we were lucky. They accepted us into the restaurant and they gave us 1 hour to eat and go, which we intend to do. This is the fillet.
Yes. 180.
All our tonkatsu plates are here, and this is an extraordinary sight. It really looks and smells absolutely delicious, and all of these cutlets look perfectly fried. And we got tonkatsu from pork fillet, then we got the regular tonkatsu, then we got tonkatsu with shizu and cheese, stuffed with cheese, and then we got the one that is spread on rice with some eggs and sauce on top. 3 of these tonkatsus are accompanied by some shredded cabbage. But let's start with this pork fillet tonkatsu. This is a completely lean meat, no fatty parts. Let's go. This is one of the best pork meats that I ever tried. Nice, juicy, tasty. Such a big chunk, but then it's quite easy to chew as well. It is not on the salty side, that's why I added now some pink salt, some of this sauce and cabbage. This is a mustard-based sauce, quite thick, very tasty. And then with this thinly shredded cabbage, this was truly a perfect bite. Let's cut it with this miso soup, and then I'll continue. Oh, nice, comforting red miso soup. Cheers. Okay, let's switch now to this regular pork tonkatsu, and as you can notice, this one has also this fatty bit, which I usually like with any meats, and this one is eaten with pink salt and then some of this brown sauce. Let's go. Another extraordinary bite, and that fatty bit is also quite delicious. And this sauce is kind of strange, kind of acidic, savory. But let's go now with another chunk with pink salt and of course wasabi. That wasabi had a pleasant kick, but this yellow mustard, or I don't know, this is maybe mustard wasabi mixture, had quite stronger kick. It opened my sinuses. But let's switch now to this tonkatsu style with shiso and cheese. Also, you can notice here how that fatty bit really pops out. Another very tasty bite, pretty similar as regular tonkatsu, only has this stuffing inside. But if you ask me, everything was very good, very tasty. But that filet, the first one that I tried, that one is to kill for. That was an amazing, high quality meat. This one is also nice with a fatty bit. But let's go now with these pickled vegetables. I'm a huge fan of pickled vegetables, and these are some properly pickled, delicious veggies. They're not too acidic, nice and crunchy. Last but not least is this tonkatsu on rice topped with egg. There's rice, there's fried onion, there's also this egg yolk that soaked all this pork here, and it's really, really tasty and delicious. Great experience at this small traditional tonkatsu place. The food was amazing. Those cutlets were nice, thick, juicy, and quite crunchy on the outside. Everything that a proper tonkatsu should have. All the sides and sauces were great as well, and we really, really enjoyed it. Cheers. Of course, we couldn't leave Tokyo without trying something sweet. I opted for my favorite combination, chocolate ice cream and banana. So let's dig in. There's a small seating area just behind the shop. So let's begin. Beautiful ice cream, quite dense, very strong taste of chocolate, and the whipped cream is also first class, dense, nice and tasty. Let's take the bite on the pancake itself. The pancake is just incredible, extremely thin, very, very thin, so tasty, nice, soft, and then combined with this whipped cream and ice cream, delicious. They definitely managed to improve everything they take on in Japan. What an incredible Tokyo adventure, full of delicious foods, from ramen to tonkatsu to gyoza dumplings, and then these tasty street crepes as well. We enjoyed every moment of it. I hope you enjoyed this video as well, and until the next time, all the best.